We're live. We are live. Your cameras were not frozen. The internet works. It's Thursday. I'm Mr. Pink Shirt Guy, and this is Quarantine Cooking. Every time. God, I love that song. I was seriously listening to it again and again and again, all by myself, right here. I'm actually out of breath. I was so excited about this. Yeah, isn't that song great? I wish it was 10 minutes long. I would just like rock out. I really want to learn how to play bass guitar for no other reason, only just so I could look so cool while that song plays. Because I know I don't. I know I don't already. Gnarly Nerd knows that. Craig Henderson knows that. Smile or We'll Die absolutely knows that. I'm smiling so that we don't all die every single time. Oh yes, Elizabeth Andrews dancing with me. I love it. And tell him yes. The answer to his text message is yes. I will have an end all, be all for hard-boiled eggs. And link will file. No, that is not my signature on the intro card. It is this, I think the font is called Santorini. So there you go. All of Alexandria dances with me. Excellent. Oh, Chris is on too. This is so, I assume you're the other half there. Yes. Yeah, I know. Down, down, bow. Oh man, every time. God. I'm so glad you guys couldn't see like 5 minutes ago, because I was running around with like a chicken with his head cut off, like, okay, do I have this? Go. Do I have this? Go. Perfect. I mean, I say perfect all the time, and it's definitely not. But just so you know, that's what I say back here. I'm so excited. Today's going to be a great day. It already is a great day for me. And now we're going to make sure it's a great day for everyone else as well. We've got good cocktails. We have good food coming at you. Let's get going. Speaking of cocktails, so this cocktail is, to my knowledge, and I'm willing to be wrong. I'm happy to be wrong because Ravik, hello. Do I say withme? Is that how I say that? And Kathleen Falls is here. I'm so excited. Yeah, it is a pink shirt. Ravik, how do I say hello to you in Polish? Is it withme, witaj? I don't know how to pronounce it. Let me know. I would like to not be wrong. But anyway, regarding this cocktail, I don't know if this is true, but I'm pretty sure it is. This should be a Pink Shirt Guy original. I say that lightly because it's not like something that I just divinely inspired. It is a riff off of another cocktail that we made here together a week ago, or maybe earlier this week. I don't know. What is time in quarantine? But it's a riff off of the jasmine. This drink is called Yasmin, with a little accento over the I, and it is vite. Oh, okay, so Ravik, I was way off. Vite. All right, good. But anyway, this is the Yasmin. It is a riff on the jasmine, and we're subbing in tequila and lime in place of gin and lemon. So it is in the family of sour drinks. It is, but also it has Campari, so it's nice and bitter, and I think it's quite lovely. Let's get shaken. Let's make it. Oh, and it's got a fun edition of an herb that I just got back in stock. Thyme. We have all the time in the world right here. Well, limited amounts of time. Okay, so for this drink, I've got a shaker full of ice. Where's my jigger? Anthony, 5 minutes ago, this was all a mess, but then it all came together, coalesced. Oh, I said that in a very Celestian way, and as a Celestian you approve. Okay, is it Celestian? Celestian? Let me know. Okay, let's get mixing. So, I'm gonna do 1 ounce of tequila. You could make this drink a little bit larger if you want. I used to make them with 1.5 ounces and then ounce, 3/4 ounce, or a little bit less. Now I make it 1 ounce, 3/4, ½ ounce. So I just shrunk it down a little tiny bit because it fit better into my glasses at the time. But we're just gonna keep going. So that was 1 ounce of tequila. And what? I don't even, that isn't even a word, Ravik. I don't know what, is that English? No, it's not English. Is that a drawing? Shilaski? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to look up, you know in Wikipedia how they have the like phonetic definition, or rather the phonetic way of how to pronounce it that I don't understand. It looks like it's, I don't know. Silesian? I don't know. I'll try. I'll figure it out. All right, that was 3/4 ounce of Campari. Got to squeeze my lime. So here's the deal. This is my last lime, and I don't know if you remember from the margarita day the other day. Oh, Taco Tuesday. I mean, the day that was taco, the day of Tuesday on which we had tacos. But I used some of this. So hopefully we can get 3/4 ounce out of this. If not, I may have to beef it up with a little bit of lemon just to kind of cheat, but I think it'll be okay. Oh, and I made my squeezer. Strike one, Anthony. Strike one. Oh, and I have all my cool tools in my little measuring glass here. All right, so let's get that guy there. Let's get over here. Let's start squeezing. Alexandra, welcome. Good to see you back. I hear you've been busy studying. But yeah, go to sleep. I mean, I think a lot of people would argue that you could sleep pretty well with most of the stuff I'm saying. It does put most people to sleep. My dog right now is currently sleeping. But see you. See you later. Have fun. We'll catch up then. We'll catch up tomorrow. On Friday. Tomorrow, oh man, I'm so excited for tomorrow's show as well. It's going to be huge. It'll be the same size, really. But we'll be cooking lamb, which I'm very excited about. Get this acid off the board. Done. All right, now let's see if we can get a 3/4 ounce out of this. The magic of showbiz. Exactly 3/4 ounce. I've not been this excited in a long time. This is what excited Anthony looks like. Pretty good, right? Oh my goodness, that is exactly 3/4 ounces, and I'm just so happy. Okay, oh, and we need a ½ ounce about this. We missed you too, Alexandra, but we'll catch up with you. Go to sleep. I know it's like whatever, midnight or 4 a.m., wherever you're at right now, or 6 a.m., I don't know. Happy tomorrow, happy Friday. Okay, I'm gonna get shaken here. Mother, welcome. We missed you. Yes. I know, it really is, Elizabeth. My hair is so long. Let's see if I can. I mentioned this yesterday, but if anybody's just joining and missed this yesterday, I did kind of buzz the sides a little tiny bit to get the shape right, because my hair doesn't curl, it doesn't like go in waves that are kind of cool and manly. It just goes ping, it just sticks straight out. It's very thin hair, but very thick hair. Like I have a lot of it, but it's just super thin and goes wee. So, all right. Good. Oh, you know what I was gonna do? Here, I forgot. I'm gonna add something to this. So normally I just garnish this drink with thyme, but we're gonna actually add it to the shaker just so we can taste a little bit more of it, because I love it. I'm very happy to have it back in stock. Just a few in there. Okay. Oh, Elizabeth, I don't have any product in there. This is freshly washed. But I will go ahead and wash it just in case, because you never know with the Corona, it might like the super thin stuff. Yeah, no product in this bad boy. Usually when it gets long, I have product in it, but today this is all natural. Okay, it's kind of far away, so I don't know if you can see all that. So you can kind of see I have what's called the peacock. These guys like stick straight up over there. Come out medium. Pit Pony, so Pit Pony's asking what temp and time would you cook a small prime rib to come out medium? Everyone shows medium, medium rare. I would just do a few degrees above medium rare. Just like, I mean, a few degrees Fahrenheit more. So like 1 degree Celsius, maybe 2. A prime rib is actually pretty forgiving because there's so much, it's so well marbled and so fatty that even if you go just a little bit over your target, it's okay. Like it's actually okay. And in fact, most of the time with a big roast like that, I kind of like going over by a degree or 2 Fahrenheit anyway. So Pit Pony 2006, I don't know, like I would shoot for like a 135, like 133 to 4 Fahrenheit. That'd be a good start. The other thing is if it comes out just a little bit underdone, when you can roast it at like 400 or 500 degrees Fahrenheit, 500 degrees Fahrenheit in the oven for like 10 minutes. You know, after it comes out of the sous vide, dry it off with paper towels, and then throw it in the oven and just roast it super high temp for just a few minutes, maybe 5-10 minutes. It'll get a nice sear on the outside. And if you don't want it medium rare and it comes out that way, it'll bump it up just a tiny bit. It'll be great. So that's what I would do. Okay. This is the Yasmin, my take on the jasmine with tequila. So cheers. Happy Thursday, guys. Oh, that's so delicious. Oh, and it kind of looks like a Cosmo. I love this drink. And the thyme comes through. Like just a pinch of it, thyme and tequila, I think go really well together. Oh my goodness. I love it. I do have a recipe for this on my website. I didn't post it in the description yet, I don't think. I'll get to that. So very sorry. You're just gonna have to search on my site for it. But yeah, Pit Pony, anytime, happy to help. I don't need this, so this goes over here. How about there? I gotta make way for more important things now. God, this is actually a really good cocktail. I forgot how good this was. I haven't made one of these probably in 6 months. I don't know. In case anybody is worried, my mom called me last night and did confirm that I was indeed her favorite son. So I know we were all really worried about that. Mostly me, but I know some other people were as well. But I got her to confirm that Anthony, her firstborn, was indeed also her favorite. So if she posts anything on my Instagram about her sons being equal and both lovely and handsome, and I don't know if she said wise, but I'm just going to assume she said wise, I would believe half of that, not the whole thing. So, all right. Yes. Okay, so let's get cooking on food. So we're doing a Niçoise salad, mostly because I think I've done like 30 different pasta dishes here, and every day I wear denim. I wear jeans just so I can stretch them out incrementally, and then it's not going to be one giant surprise when we all come out of quarantine and I slip on my jeans and they just explode. By the way, if I ever say, let me slip on my jeans, just slap me. Just slap me. Just take my man card right away. That's not something guys say, is let me slip on my jeans. I don't even know if girls say it. So I'm just not going to say anymore. But when I do slip on my jeans every day, I just want to make sure that they stretch out a little bit, and we've got it. This is pretty good. I just don't want to be surprised at the end of this whole thing. But that's why we're doing a salad, and also because I've got the ingredients and I kind of wanted to use them up. But plus, I just love Niçoise salads. Like they're almost not even salads. Like it's basically a very small buffet. You know, it's like the tiniest little buffet of really good ingredients, and they're all amazing. And that's why I love it, because everything has to be good, because there's only so many ingredients. It's not like you're dressing it all together. Like if the potatoes are bad, it's not like the olives can help carry the weight. Everything has to be good. So that's what I like, and that's what we're doing. Oh, Pit Pony 2006, for what length of time? Oh, wait, hold on a second. Laura Lane Author says, really? You've seen me put on jeans, they do not slip on. Well, you know, with enough oil they do. And I've been working on it. I've, yeah, they've been slipping on. Who asked you, by the way? Chiming in here. So Pit Pony, for what length of time? That's hard. So it depends on how big it is. I would go with whatever, like whatever the shortest dimension is, whatever the shortest cross section is of your prime rib. I don't know how big it is, but if it's like 3 inches, go for, I don't know, probably 3 hours. On average, I would go for about an inch, 1 hour for every inch of meat. And again, that's based on the smallest or the shortest cross section of your prime rib. So, you know, if it's like 2 ribs and you got like 3 or 4 inches, I'd go 3 hours, maybe 4 is fine. If you go a little bit long, it'll be just fine. It'll be fine. So you can go 4 hours and you'll be okay. Even 5 hours is probably fine. I wouldn't go like 10 or 12 hours for a prime rib because at some point you get some sort of degradation of the meat and it probably turns a little bit mushy, but 3 to 4 hours, you're probably good. Okay, so let's start prepping. The fun thing about a Niçoise salad too, by the way, is it's not like it's hard work all at the same time. It's just, we got to blanch this, let's blanch this, and another thing let's blanch, and then let's dress the tuna, let's dress this. So it's just a little small things. And I think that's a nice change of pace from a bunch of all the other stuff we've been doing where it's like, you know, big prep, bake it off, or cook it. I don't know. I'm really going off book now. So, all right, let's, yeah, you know what? Maybe I should get some Jankos just for the post-quarantine wardrobe. You know, you guys remember Janko jeans, the one where you put them on and it basically 2 legs could fit in one. You could hide all of your insecurities in either leg as a teenager. They were so good. Oh. Anyway, okay. So first, I'm gonna prep the beans. We got green beans in this one, and let's prep the beans and potatoes. That's it. Where are my beans? Beans, potatoes are back there. All right, and I'm only gonna be cooking enough for the 2 of us, me and Lauren Lane Author. Lauren Lane Author and me. Or Lisbeth. Just in case you tell Lauren. The hair grease probably wouldn't be great anyway, besides the no product. This is so cute, okay, so we're just gonna line them all up by these the little sticky ends. If you do shop for yourself, I just read a nice tip this afternoon that says, you know, when you are picking them out of the little bushel thing, just line them up then, because then you can chop them and then you can wash them. But that's already taken care of. Good. That one doesn't have one. Some of these don't have them. That's fantastic. I just like cutting these little guys off because that little stick thing, the little stem is just kind of hard. I remember as a kid, Mom, I think you made us do this. We used to like pop them off one at a time. And I always remember thinking, there's got to be a better way to do this. But I was never smart enough to figure out, how can I do this faster? I never knew the answer. Until I read this on the internet, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's quite obvious. This is all you have to do. Just line them up, and then we go like this. Boop, done. Come on, I got you. Okay, so now these are all ready to be blanched. That should be enough for me and Mrs. Pink Shirt Gal. And let's get those set. Next, I am going to do some potatoes. So I'm not going to be, these are like on their way out. These are, I think, a week old. Some of them I need to wash off a little bit of dirt here. These guys are on their last leg. So I'm gonna boil them now before they deteriorate anymore. I'm so excited for Lauren to be like, you're serving me last leg potatoes. Hey, it's quarantine, this is what we're doing. It's this or no potatoes, and she's a huge potato fan. So let's just do it. So I am gonna blanch all of these. We're not gonna use all of these for this meal. I'm gonna use some of these this weekend. I can fry them off later or just roast them, but I do wanna make sure I kind of par cook them now so that they stop any sort of degeneration, and also because we need to use them anyway. So that's what I'm doing. We got a bag ready. Yeah. Yeah, so Elizabeth, these are regular green beans, not Artichoke Hearts. They are, yeah, and liquefied scissors work great. I just like lining them all up, and any excuse to use a knife really kind of gets me going. Yeah, I didn't have access to Artichoke Hearts on this one. I kind of like them because they're a little bit straighter, they're a little bit leaner, and they just have a nice crispy crunch to them. These are the American version, so a little bit bigger and a little bit pluckier. It's a little more fun. So, yeehaw. We're just gonna cube these up, the potatoes. That'll help us cook them that much faster. I'm going for, I don't know, roughly 3/4 inch cubes, and they're not gonna be exact cubes, that's fine. We don't need to peel them. I actually kind of like the flavor of the skin on these. So these are Yukon Golds, by the way. They're not russet. Russet don't boil well, I think. Those are good bakers. Yukon Golds are my absolute favorite. Yeah, I prefer, Elizabeth, I do prefer Artichoke Hearts as well, but the good old American green bean is what we got. So that's what we're using. And one down the middle. Yukon Golds, I like them because they're nice and waxy. They're not as puffy and floury as the russets. Russets are good bakers. These are kind of a good in between. These are my preferred for mashers, in case anyone was curious. I'll just get right out in front of that question and answer it. These are my preferred taters for mashing. Those are small enough. I'm just making sure they're all roughly about the same size. It's not gonna matter that much, if a few of them get slightly more done than the others. Okay, I'm not gonna worry. But, in general, I'm gonna try. Is that what parents say when they're parenting kids? We're gonna try to make sure this one turns out all right, but if it's not perfect, then we've got Junior, the second one. I guess Junior would be the first. But... Lauren, thank you for asking for a friend about what we're making for Easter. Honey, I don't know. I told you. I'm making Friday. I know we're making lamb. You know what? Easter, we might be having leftover lamb at this rate. Or we can get takeout. Oh no, West Bank is closed. I don't know. I didn't plan our day together. I planned our communal day together. So yeah, eggs. We're gonna have eggs. I can do that. You know what? Here's the deal. I know what I'm making for your birthday next week, but I don't know what I'm making for Easter. Arguably, which holiday is more important? I'm open to answers on that. Okay, I've got these prepped. I think this is the only thing I'm blanching. Potatoes and beans. Yes, I need to make an ice bath though, because I don't want these to overcook. I don't like when the beans get totally limp or the potatoes get completely soggy. So we are gonna create an ice bath just to shock them, stop any sort of cooking that happens after we pull it out. So let me do that. By the way, if I start randomly singing, "Let's get down to business" from Mulan, it's her fault, / Lauren Lane's fault. Lamb stew. Oh, my mom says lamb stew. Dye the Niçoise salad eggs and eat them. Oh, good idea. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I like that. I'm just getting some ice. I'll be right back. Okay, so here's the deal. When like authors or when cooks and chefs say like an ice bath, just use a lot of ice. You want this to be as cold as possible. I used to just dump in a little bit of ice, fill it with water, until I read that that's a bad idea, and now I do like a lot of ice. So we're putting a whole bunch of ice in. I'm gonna fill it with water. That'll get really cold. Okay, now the one thing I'm too lazy to do is also salt that. I know some chefs, I think, suggest salting the ice bath too. I don't know, man. That seems like an extra step. I'm already salting one thing. It seems a little ridiculous. I understand conceptually, like that, you know, maybe the salt will leach out or whatever, but I'm gonna just take that risk. So I've already salted this, and I used this water to blanch some broccoli rabe that I had for a late snack this afternoon. So if you're wondering why it looks a little bit of green, why it looks green in this camera, that's exactly why. It is salted. I will double check to make sure it's not too salted. The broccoli rabe came out great. Thanks for asking. Okay, that tastes pretty good. And I think we're done chopping, right? I don't have to prep anything. Oh, I do need to, while I'm out here, let me do this. I do need to prep just a little bit of shallot. So I'm basing, hold on. I looked at, whenever I try to like think of a way to do a recipe, I always look at what, Elizabeth, it's so difficult. I mean, like the grand scheme, and really that's where it all matters. But it is so difficult to throw some salt in a bowl of ice water. You don't know how hard my life is. You know, that would just push me over. That's the last thing I need. You know, that bowl of water, it's just one more thing asking something from me, really. It's not that hard. I could have done it in the time that I took to do that entire difficult bit with you. But I'm holding strong. I'm not going to do it. Okay. So anyway, I looked at Thomas Keller. I looked at Thomas Keller's recipe for how he does a Niçoise, and I liked the fact that he dressed his tuna a little bit, which sounds like a euphemism. It's not. It's just he dressed his tuna with a little bit of shallot, a little bit of caper, some lemon, mayo, and we're going to add mustard. So I'm using that as kind of a baseline inspiration, and we're going to go from there. Let me get that out. We got the mustard out. Capers. Oh, I have capers in here, so I don't need the new ones. Perfect. All right, let's dice some shallot. Oh, Mac the knife. Yes. So I was when I was looking at lamb recipes, I was the Middle Eastern and like the Mediterranean spices and that kind of stuff was it did heavily inspire my choice. Although I think I ended up not doing that other than, so I'm not doing that. I don't know why I even said that. I looked at it, it looked so good using like Middle Eastern spices and stuff like that, but then I decided not to because, I know why. Because I found ramps. Ramps are in season. I as soon as I saw them on our grocery delivery service, I bought up as many as I could. So we're getting 6 bunches of them tomorrow. And I'm gonna be making a ramp pesto with mint to go with the lamb. So, very excited about that. Super excited. Okay, so we're just gonna do about half of a small shallot, maybe like a heaping tablespoon-ish of shallot, and dice it up. This is going in a dressing, to kind of dress it up. So, I just need a little bit. Okay, that's good. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. It's still going through my head. Lauren? Still going through my head. Thank you. Thanks for that. Master Gardener. Cool. All right. Oh, yeah, Lance too. All right, everybody's good. Got the little thing here. Boop. Done. Let's get to blanching. So I'm going to blanch the beans. Just throw them. I'm going to put them in a little strainer. Toss them in. We're going to go. I'll test one at 2 minutes. And then if we need some more time, we'll add some more time. We've got all the time. I like it when everything's off the board in little cups. It's just more fun that way. Then it's ready just to boop, dump right in. Oh, you know, I could have put this into a bowl with, that's gonna house the tuna. Oh, and for this, so I know like this, hold on. I'm trying to do too many things here. So you can use whatever tuna you can find in quarantine times. If you have, you know, canned tuna. Oh yeah, so John, sorry, I didn't explain this. You had to Google ramps. Ramps are, they're only available in the northeast of the United States, which is weird that a vegetable only is like one small area, I think. Or maybe, I think it's just the eastern seaboard, something like that. I'm right, whatever I say is right. But then also, they're only available for like a couple of weeks a year. There's some towns, probably not this year, that have ramp festivals just because they're so, like it's such a big deal. But they just come and then they go. So I bought up as many as I could. I'm gonna make pesto tomorrow. I'll probably pickle some of them, and then I'll show you how to cook them maybe next week. We'll do some together. But I'm so excited. It tastes like it tastes like a melding of green onion and garlic. And it kind of looks like a very leafy green onion, like soft leafy green onion, but it has a flavor of kind of garlic, but like a softer, mellower, kinder, more approachable garlic. I'm super excited. All right. Not right. Oh. One more minute. Those are hot. So what was I saying right before that? We were blanching. No, doesn't matter. Yes, okay, we'll cook ramps. Like I said, we'll do the pesto tomorrow. Yeah, Mom, it is a wild onion. It's crazy. I think I've read like they have difficulty actually trying to cultivate it. So like they just kind of rope off some areas and then it just grows wild. I don't know if that's true. This could be fake news. We could get shut down from YouTube because I'm promoting fake stuff, but we'll risk it. We'll risk it. Wait, what about the bowls? Hold on. Oh, yes. Yeah. Jessica, or Lemon. Yeah, I love all the little ingredient bowls. Hey, you know what, Lauren? I do try, just so everybody knows, I do try to like, as soon as the show shuts down, I'm like, well, sometimes I'll go like take a picture. Other times I'm like, oh, here's your food, Lauren. But then I'm like, well, let me clean up. Because I feel terrible, because she volunteers to like clean up all this crap. And I feel terrible. Because it's, you know, it's my like project. I'm making all the mess. I feel bad. I'm gonna go one more minute. So that's gonna be 4 minutes total. And maybe another 30 seconds. The beans, dude. Yes, Andrew. Yes, thank you. I have a timer going just in case. Although the longer we go on and the more this Yasmin goes down, I will need those reminders. Okay, let's go with that. That's 3.5 minutes, which I think is pretty good. All right, I'm gonna let those go in. Now I'm gonna do the potatoes. Hot, hot. Ideally, you don't want to splash them onto your hands like that, but I figured it'd be better. No pain, no gain. Let's go 6 minutes for those right off the bat. Let's try that. Those beans, well seasoned, perfect. What was a tried? So No Name is asking, what was a tried once, never again dish for cooking and eating? Well, that's a good one. I don't know if I've ever had something so bad that I'm like, never again. You know, like there's things that I don't love. Like I don't like eggplant unless it's fried, which I know is kind of sacrilege for me to say. I don't love it, but that's not. I mean, it's not like I never have it again. Yeah, Andrew, Brussels sprouts. Yeah, isn't there 4 of them? Is there 4 specific ones that you don't like, or 3? But yeah, I don't know. And then as far as cooking, let me think about that. That's a good question. Because like even the most difficult dishes, I think. Oh, gnarly nerd, you're right. The washed potato. Oh, this poor guy. You know, okay, let's cut him up a little bit thinner just so he can cook a little bit faster. He's totally feeling left out. Poor dude. Oh man, thanks for the reminder. Yeah, man, No Name. I don't know. I don't know if I've had something or if I've cooked something that I would like, I'm never doing this again. I mean, I'm even trying to think of things that just were really difficult but didn't taste great. And I mean, there's a few, but I don't know. For cooking, was it colored butter cream cake? Took me 3 hours and then it tasted like a stick of butter with sugar. Okay, fair enough. Oops, that's over here. I could see that. Maybe I've just blocked it out. Like I've just kind of forgotten all about it and I don't know. In the meantime, let me start draining stuff. So let me get a little bowl. That's where we're gonna mix things in. You stumped me. Yeah, actually a stick of butter with sugar sounds pretty good. Oh, Lauren, yes, good point. Okay, so this is a truth moment. One of the dishes that we made together here, it was the miso glazed carrots. Excuse me. The miso, oh my God, that was terrible. That was a grunt dish. The miso itself just tastes so sweet, and I didn't account for that. So like the whole dish just came out tasting, and the carrots are already kind of sweet. Everything just tasted really sweet. If you like sweet stuff, that dish is amazing. But if you don't, I would go back to, I don't know if I've got it posted on my website, but I have like a soy glazed version, much better, because that's just salt. It's no miso, no sweet, and it was just better. So, yeah, between you and me, that dish was just super sweet. Oh yeah, Mom on the wild shrimp. Okay, you know I did. You know what? I'm gonna stop referencing this book, but the Real Food, Fake Food book was great. It talked all about the farmed shrimp specifically versus others. Uh-oh. Do we have a stream issue? Everything going okay? Okay. I think it's okay. Oh, Elizabeth, I've just rubbed my head. I'll rinse it off for you. Perfect, good. That's all I'm eating it. Did it fix? I don't know.
I'm fixing it over.
Okay, hold on. We'll fix starting now. Okay. Yeah, No Name. I've got I've actually got a 56K router dial-up. It's pretty cool. I use it for the nostalgic reasons. You know, like a lot of guys drive around in classic cars, and that's their thing. I use classic modems. So, ba-boo, 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 ba-boo. That's the noise I want to hear every single time. This is streaming via AOL, so I've got mail. Oh. All right, let's test one of these bad boys out. I think, no, we still got more time to go. The timer hasn't even gone off. It's got 20 seconds. All right, so 6 minutes. No, let's do another 3. I kind of want these, I want these tender enough that I can pierce them easily with a fork. No name. Yes, it is like loading an image for 2 hours and then picking up the phone. Mom, I'm on the internet. Yeah. And then you had to weigh, like, do I want my phone available for someone to call me, or do I want to browse the internet, which was basically just like chat rooms and IRC boards, basically, back then. There was nothing. How are we doing now? We good now? Looks like the stream is back up.
Is there any coffee?
Any what?
Not open. Is there any coffee?
Oh, let me check. Oh, my mom is asking that question. Mother, Ravik, we're going to have scallops next week. Surprise. Hold on. The director is asking me if we have an agave available, so hold on. Yeah. I have rotation Chardonnay for you. You'll take that.
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
Which one, Elizabeth, which ones are the big ones? Sea scallops, right? The base, why do people even bother with the little scallops? I like how I get really grumpy with like the idea of these little scallops. All right, we got 1 minute left. Like, why do people even? Thank you. I love how you can just see like the hand come in with the bottom line. Are you gonna want that, a little bit of that tonight? Okay. Oh, Robert, dude, you're missing out. Oh, that could have gone to my finger. That would have been bad. Fail. Wow. You know, I need a little headset so you can just say that to me and not have everybody else hear you say fail when I...
You can take care of your potatoes. My potatoes.
I will take care of your potatoes in a second. Oh. We've got like another 38 seconds left. Are you doing a fresh glass? Pardon me.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Love you.
Bye.
Okay. Where are we at here? I missed bleeding equals tequila shot. Yeah, fair enough. That's actually a good idea. Dude, if you bleed, you gotta take a shot. All right, timer's going off. I can pierce these easily. Let's call it. And let me move my beans over there. And now let's get these potatoes shocked. Bzzzt. Some of these just I have to do. I can't not say it. Even if they're low-hanging fruit. Oh, I feel terrible. I should, actually, that's fair. Okay, nice and cold. I think we've got every last potato in there. Do a little dunkery-doo. Let's cool you guys off. Perfect, okay. So I think we're done blanching. We blanched potatoes and beans. Dunzo, now it's time to drain the acidic stuff. And then we'll get to mixing. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth, for taking care of that question. Don't need these anymore. I'm going to make some space here. Done, everything's off. We're okay, we're still okay. All right. Oh, let's start draining acidic stuff. That's fine. Oh, but I need something to drain it through, and I use my only sieve for these. Let's just do this. How about that? And then let's move the beans. Still with you. Let's just put them in a temporary housing there. That way we can set up our own little drain station here. So we're going a little bit off book with this Suave Salad. It doesn't normally call for artichoke hearts, but I love them and we're gonna use them. This is kind of quarantine version of Niçoise salad, like I said. Oh, those are whole artichoke hearts. They look so beautiful. Oh, I love it. If you can, I always recommend whole artichoke hearts because they generally come out like in much better shape than the quartered ones. The quartered ones in the jars get so beat up and then they kind of get mushy and squished. They're just troublesome to work with. And tuna. So I'm using, oh, that's right. I was gonna say this like, I don't know, 20 minutes ago. Get the best tuna you can find. I know it's easy to say, but if it's canned tuna, that's fine. Don't worry about it. I have a bunch here. That's great. I'm saving it for a rainy day, which will probably be next Thursday. But if you can find like a nicer, higher quality tuna, use it. I think it tastes better. If you can afford it, like if you want to spend money on food, this might cost like $8 for a little bit, but I think it tastes fantastic. So that's my little soapbox for getting good tuna. And actually, this is one of the few that I could find, so I really didn't have much of a choice when I wanted this. There we go. And I will, okay, so those are drained. Let's put these guys over here. Make some room. Now, I'm sure the preppers among us could find something to do with this olive oil, but I'm not going to worry about it. We're just going to discard it when we're done with this. So, Niçoise. All right. Okay, good. Let me get these potatoes out of here so they don't get too gnarly. Technical term. That's what official chefs say is too gnarly. I basically don't want them getting soggy. I just want to chill them, shock them, but then at some point they'll start to absorb more. I don't want that. Perfect. Okay. Oh, I might have actually overcooked them by a minute. They are actually really good. They're nice and soft. There's no gnarly. I like that word. They're actually pretty good. I'm going to stand by it. That's good. They're nice and soft. They don't have, I would have liked maybe just a tiny bit more like bite to them, but I think they're okay. Okay, so tuna, that's all drained. We'll break them up with a fork in a second. Next, let's drain some capers. So we're gonna take the extra step of dressing our tuna just a little bit. Okay, good. Where'd my capers go? Oh, here they are. And this looks like, we'll use all these capers. Why not? You don't need that much. Maybe like a tablespoon, maybe 2. This is closer to 3, but who's counting? Lingual file. I can't tell if I lie to you. Yeah, that was exactly 2 tablespoons. Just trust me. And those are drained. We'll dump this. Why don't I just use this to mix everything in so I don't make too many bowls dirty for Lauren to volunteer to clean up later. How about that? Isn't that so big of me? Give it a roll of rinser, dude. There we go. So we'll dump our capers in there. This may be super capery, but honestly, I like really acidic things, and capers are super acidic, so let's just do it. Good. I think we're done draining. Yeah. I am gonna cut up these artichoke, what have I missed? No name. Do you have a don't order at restaurants because my dish is better recipe? Mine is panna cotta and cheesecake, not the American one. No name. So, yeah, a lot of, I mean, this sounds conceited, but like there are a lot of things I don't order in restaurants because I like my way better. But Andrew, good point. Okay, I didn't have to rinse the bowl. I don't know. I just did. You know, when you're live and like there's people watching, you start making dumb decisions like rinsing out flavor in the bowl. So that's what I did intentionally. But no name. Yeah. I don't know. I like going to restaurants for more of a mood or like a vibe, or if it's something I can't do. So like a lot of deep fried things I can't do really well at home just because it kind of stinks and it makes a mess and I don't want to waste that much oil. So like I'll go out for deep fried food anytime. Any sort of cuisines that I don't cook at home, any sort of Southeast Asian stuff, any sort of Asian stuff, I never cook at home. So that's Indian, basically, yeah, that's what I go out for. But so like I don't go to Italian restaurants often unless it's like really good. Like there are some really good restaurants in New York that I'll go to for Italian food. But yeah, that's it. And again, I know that sounds conceited, but that's just my thing. Okay, let's get the tuna in there. Done. Let's get the shallots in there. Done. Before I forget, let's get some mustard in there. Done. My mustard. I pronounced it right. Where's Ellen? We need Ellen back. And just a little scribber-doo of mayo, maybe like a tablespoon-ish. Again, we don't need much. There's not like that much tuna in here. So again, we're just gonna lightly dress. This tuna is already so good that we're just gonna lightly dressing it. Even though I put so many capers in there, but that's fine. This I used. Okay, so let's kind of break this tuna up. I'm using a fork and just kind of poking it, twisting it because I don't want to cut it. I don't want the clean edge. I want it to kind of break where it naturally breaks. So like I think that looks better, those chunks, as opposed to, I don't know, can you see that? Here, let's just do this. How about that? Is that too, is this easier? I don't know. We'll go like this. Let me know what lighting works better for this so you can see. Okay, I'm just breaking up big chunks. Done. Okay, and then, what else do I need to do? Tuna, capers, artichoke hearts. Oh, olives. I will drain some of those actually because I'm excited about olives. But, so, Niçoise olives would be the obvious choice here. I don't have any, so we're using Kalamata. Any sort of brined olive, I think, would be good here. This isn't the final resting place, but I'm just putting them out just to set them down. Okay. I think we're almost ready to assemble. I am going to cut these just into the artichoke hearts into halves real quick. Because maybe we'll go quarters. I would like it to be, basically I'm going for like, how are we going to eat this? You know, like what's it going to look like on my fork? And I want everything to kind of be, whoops, oh, that got mashed up a little bit. I want everything to kind of be like the same size. Just for ease. Oh, my cocktail's still here. All right, we'll go halves. I think that'll work. Now, artichoke hearts aren't, I don't think they're like a normal part of, or a regular part of Niçoise salads. I'm going with them because Niçoise salads have a lot of acidic components, and artichoke hearts are, at least the canned and jarred ones, are brined and are acidic, so I think they're perfect here. But you know, if you don't like them, don't use them. Or if you can't find them, don't use them. But they're super easy to find for me, and they're cheap. I mean, that might have been like $2, so I'm all good. I think we're about ready to plate this. I'm double checking, making sure I haven't missed anything in my dressed tuna and arrangement. I think we're ready to go with this. Okay, where's my special plate? Oh, hard-boiled eggs. Kathleen, thank you so much. Yes, we are gonna add hard-boiled eggs to this. So Andrew, to answer your question, here is my recommendation for hard-boiled eggs. Yes, Elizabeth, yeah, I know it's the delay, so yeah. I use a sous vide immersion circulator to cook my eggs. I do it 8 minutes at 90 degrees Celsius. That's it. If you want it to be a runny yolk, immediately shock it with ice. If you want it to be a little bit kind of more set yolk, then just let it sit. Let it ride room temperature for about half an hour to kind of finish cooking a little bit, and it'll set. But 8 minutes at 90 degrees Celsius is my absolute favorite way to do an egg. So this, you can see it's a little soft. I think you can see it. Like, you can kind of squeeze this egg. I rinsed these under cold water for a few minutes. I kind of wanted to do halfway in between a more runny yolk and a firmly set yolk. But that's what we're doing. So, is there anything more insufferable than a sous vide? Yeah, the only thing more insufferable than a sous vide is a sous vide enthusiast who loves talking about it so much. But seriously, it's so easy. You can replicate the results every single time. Like, it's just, you can get the same thing every single time. So that's why I love it. And it's so easy. One tool does all this stuff. Yeah, Craig, there you go. So my mom, Anthony used to love coloring Easter eggs. Mom, who didn't? And who still does? All right, I do. I used to love that. I still do. That's one thing we should do. I know I'm getting some eggs tomorrow, but yes, so we're doing eggs. I'm gonna have these. This one actually is kind of soft. Oh, see, that one's a little too soft. So this is what happens when you ice bath it. I've rinsed them off a little too much, but you see how it ends up kind of moist? That was 8 minutes at 90 Celsius and then immediately into an ice bath, or immediately chilled. I'm gonna let that sit here just so everybody can see. I'm gonna put some water in this bowl. I'm actually kind of surprised that it turned out like that. Now, for all my talk of like, you can easily replicate it, I tried something new for this show, and I thought it would turn out one way, and it turned out a little bit different. So that's fine. I'm gonna still eat that. That'll just be my pre-dinner snack. Well, I'm mangling this guy. There's a great video of me and Epicurious of acing the task of, hey, can you peel hard-boiled eggs? But this is real life. And normally I have running water, but... So yeah, we are doing eggs. I'm gonna do 3 eggs here. There we go. I'm gonna cut them a little bit differently. See, this guy feels soft too. Maybe I under-timed him. What dish would you be a level 1 chef, and where are you always a level 2 chef from them? What am I a level 1? You know what? No name. Almost every dish, I'm probably a level 1 chef. I might have a slightly different way of approaching it, but I don't know. Like, you see, this one's a little soft too. That's okay. I'm gonna go with it. We're just gonna go with slightly. This will be just a slightly different Niçoise salad, where the eggs won't be totally set. The whites are firmly set. The yolks, they are going to be moist, which is fine. Like in other dishes, this would be great. In any sort of soup, I know Epicurious has a great deal going on, like a thing on their blog about cooking through it, cooking under quarantine, and they have like a hummus bowl thing. I think they did yesterday or today, and Lauren Lane, level 1 hard-boiled eggs for sure. Yeah. I'm really good. I swear I'm good. My friends know I'm good at it. But they use softer boiled eggs like this. This is great. Do I keep going? You know what? I'm going to save 2 just to peel later because I don't want to have all of them be super soft like that.
Sorry for calling out your eggs.
Oh, no, it's totally fine. Is there a problem with the stream?
No.
Oh, you're just coming to apologize for calling out my eggs? Oh, okay. That's fine.
They look great. They look great in person, everyone. Not runny at all.
I don't know if you heard. They look great in person, she said. So, all right, let's plate this. Let's get this. Let's get this show on the road. All right. Oh, I do need one more thing. This is gonna be so sad. So here's the deal. I don't have any greens. I don't have any green. My shipment doesn't come until tomorrow. No lettuces, nothing. I do have broccoli rabe. So I picked off some of the smaller broccoli rabe leaves and just go with this. I actually think they're fantastic raw. The thinner ones, not like the thick stalks, but the thinner ones. She may disagree, my director here, but I love the flavor. So that's what I'm gonna use for a little bit of greenness to this dish. And I'm also gonna be making this as kind of a platter. So normal options are make this as like individual plated salad style where everybody can eat. I'm making this as kind of a Niçoise platter. So slightly different. It's gonna be just a slightly larger plate. If it confuses you, just think that I'm really hungry. Let's just go with that. But I'm just gonna arrange some greens on one, just kind of fan them out. Yeah, she's a big fan of my huevos. Big fan. I mean, who isn't really, Chris? Okay. That's good. We got some, this is a little thicker stem. I'll leave him. So this is good. This is broccoli rabe leaves. Not everybody likes these. That's okay. Go with whatever greens you have. I like a nice green, fresh component to this. That's why I'm adding these. I'm pretty sure I might be the only one doing that. Okay, let's get... We've got our green beans. I'm gonna put the green beans over here. I kind of want different, I want something to separate the green and the green. Oh, good, Elizabeth. I'm happy to make you hungry. And hopefully your eggs are good. These, okay, so truth be told, I love eggs like these that are kind of a little bit runnier yolk. I know that's not what this dish is supposed to have. Honestly, I love it. Here's the deal. I just go with a pinch of molten salt on top, and then you can just, it's so good. You can also cut it like over pastas, like if you wanted to add a little bit of protein to it. Okay, so let's get some color going in this side. Let's get some artichoke hearts over here. I think this would be kind of fun to do for like a party platter too. Because it's not like everybody's going to be, slamming it, but at least you have, it's kind of like a mini buffet. And then, obviously the most important piece, let me do, well, okay, lingophile. I know you don't like the trend of adding eggs over everything, but sometimes I think it's warranted. Sometimes on an egg, on like a burger, okay, that seems like a little overdone. I just like a really good tasting burger. The egg seems like a little bit extra. But for this dish, when it is eggs, and then like even in pastas, I kind of like having some sort of protein component sometimes, especially if it's more of a fluid yolk. So I'm gonna defend it there, but I agree with you in other scenarios where it's like, okay, we don't need an egg on everything. Like this cheesecake was good before you put an egg on it. The tuna in the center. I don't know, it just seems like the star of the show. And just like me, always in the middle, always in the light, it's got to be in the center. Done. Okay, let's get our eggs. I'm actually going to cut them on the plate too, just so we can save all that. Okay, so that was a little bit better. Can you see that on the side? No, you can't. This egg yolk is a little bit better. It's not perfect. Anthony tried something new. Okay, no. Okay, so it's not normal presentation, but I think it tastes great. What else am I missing? Let's do a little bit of Malden on the yolks, or on the eggs. I'm sure those are all going to me because I don't know if Lauren loves it when they're a little bit runny like that. We got that done. Oh, potatoes! Oh, God. Yeah, so Elizabeth, I'm totally making them work for the dinner here. This is more of a snack platter. This is just for me and Lauren. If I were making this for you guys, I would definitely plate it individually. So this is just I don't want to plate two different plates of this stuff, and I think it looks kind of cool together. Laziness factor. Okay, we got to make some room for you, potatoes. We will add salt to these, by the way. So they'll be a little bit seasoned from the blanching, which is great. And you can tell, like, see, I'm calling myself out here. You can kind of tell I over blanched them because they are starting to, like, lose their shape just a tiny bit. That's okay. I'm okay with that. If it were guests and if I weren't cooking in front of them the entire evening, this would turn out differently. If you weren't here, this would be great. I know that sounds terrible, but normally, like I would see, this one turned out great. But okay, gotta make sure there's enough there. If I didn't talk so darn much, and let's make sure we salt that. And a little bit more. Okay. I'm actually super excited about this. This is it, right? I'm not forgetting any of my... This is the deal. I know what a Niçoise salad is, but I still have to make a list of, like, did I forget anything? This is what the Epicurus videos are like behind the scenes of the 4 levels. They're like, okay, what would you do next? And I'm like, well, what did I write down I would do next? Because I don't know. Like, I'm in 2 different modes at the same time. Like, I'm in, oh, let me talk and entertain and that'd be fun. But then I'm also in like oh God, I need to think about this. So I hope you forgive me for going a little fast here. But anyway, this is it. This is our Niçoise salad plate. Oh, the beans need some salt too. Even though they're kind of seasoned from the blanching, they might need a little bit. Oh, no name. I wouldn't know. You know what? You could serve bread with this, so it wouldn't be unwelcome. But I don't know. Like, I'm not going to serve bread with this tonight. I feel pretty good about the starch coming from the potatoes. I know Thomas Keller has a version of this where it's served on like a thin but long slice of baguette, which I think would be kind of cool. That's in his Bouchon cookbook. But this, no, I'm just going to leave it like this. That way Lauren and I can kind of sit down together and dish it up and then go our separate ways and not talk to each other the rest of the evening. So that's the plan. So yeah, here you go. Just a fancy spread. Let's taste everything. Mostly because I'm really curious. I do want a little bit of potato with some of this tuna though, because this looks very good. Okay. That's pretty good. The tuna is nice. It's got like a solid flavor without being like the standard canned tuna taste. Like it still has some moisture to it and texture, which is nice. And then we've obviously added a little bit of mayo and some capers and some shallot to that. So that's fantastic. It's like just dressed up a little bit. And we got some nice acid from the olives. And the artichoke hearts. Really. Yeah, Patty, it is very good. Thanks for joining. It's super good. And we're splitting this. This isn't just mine, in case anybody's worried. I just want to remind everybody I'm wearing denim every day just to remind myself how big or little I may be getting. But yeah, this is it. This is a Niçoise salad. So if you want to do this separately and do like individual platings, that's totally fine. Do it. And obviously sub in whatever ingredients you have. So if you don't have Kalamata olives, do a can of black olives, for God's sake. You know, who cares? Just have fun with it. And if you don't have artichoke hearts, that's fine. That's not normal. And you know, green beans are kind of a staple. I would probably always include that if I could. But honestly, at the end of the day, if you don't have them, whatever. We're all locked down. Do your best. Tuna is probably an important one. Or you could salmon. I've had like a salmon tartare before. I think that's great. I know they have canned salmon that tastes wonderful. And greens, you know, have fun with it. So anyway, the screen is fuzzy. Okay, how about that? Is that better? I think so, okay. No name, yes. That's the only reason I wear aprons. It's just to hide the fact that I never wear pants. But that's it. Let's call it here. Have a wonderful Thursday. Thank you so much for joining me. I feel like I have like a to-do list of things to get back to certain people on, but thank you for telling me it's fuzzy. No name, no, I do not speak other language fluently. Yeah, I think I'm caught up on all the questions now, right? Would you ever drizzle dressing? Oh, gnarly nerd. Yeah, I think that's totally fine. So I wouldn't do dressing. I mean, you could. I think that's totally fine. I would do like a really good olive oil, or, which that's the Italian side. That's not very French, but still think it's wonderful. But honestly, I wouldn't do too much because I think part of the beauty of this dish is, I just rebooted the stream. Let me know if it's still bad, Lauren.
Still bad for me.
Still bad? Next time I should wear only the apron. All right. But yeah, the part of the beauty here, is the stream still bad? Oh my gosh, I think it is. Maybe it's because we're streaming and streaming. Oh, it's good now. Good now. Okay. Oh yeah, that's my Chrissy's here. So good. Okay, anyway, long story short, I wouldn't do too much on dressing because I think part of the beauty of this dish is everything kind of stands up for itself. Like if you get really good olives, just a few of them, great. Nice potatoes, dress them with a little bit of salt, done. Like that's what I kind of like. So the tuna, obviously we dressed up with just a little bit of acid and some shallots for flavor. But anyway, I think it's kind of fun. But yeah, go with whatever you want to do. If you want dressing over the whole thing, do it, dude. No one's going to stop you. I think it'd be super good. Salt, I would add that. Okay, that's it. I'll get off my soapbox about salt, about flavors, all that fun stuff. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. And really what I mean by that is you're welcome for being here. But yeah, I hope you'll join me tomorrow. Tomorrow we're doing a rack of lamb with mint and ramp pesto, which I'll explain, and tomorrow. And then, oh, greetings from the Netherlands, Sparks. Oh, thanks. I appreciate the yeah, thanks for joining us. And I don't, let's see. I don't speak Hail Hoot Nederlands. I don't know if that makes sense, but I thought it did once. All right, take care, guys. We'll see you tomorrow doing a rack of lamb with mint and ramp pesto. And what's the side dish for that? I can't remember off the top of my head. It's gonna be good, I promise. All right, take care. Have a wonderful Thursday. Stay safe, stay inside, wash your hands, all that fun stuff. Don't die, and that's it. All right, now I'm gonna go eat. I'm gonna go take a picture of this and then go eat. But I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna think about each and every one of you. Oh, the outro song. We need the outro song. Oh God, and now I'm falling over. Okay, hold on. That was fun. It was fun for me. I don't know if it's fun for anyone else, but all right. Take care, guys. Adios. We'll see you tomorrow for our Easter Friday special. All right, bye.